We were tasked by the President to coordinate the stakeholders within the mining industry with the aim of firstly restoring industrial peace and ensuring that the house rules, by that I mean, the Labor Relations Act and all other agreements entered into by the stakeholders are upheld. We are now going to finalize that framework. And by the 3rd of next month, which is next week, we'll then convene all stakeholders once again to sign off on that framework. Firstly, we must do away with acts of violence and intimidation.
Mr. Deputy President, I must first compliment you on bringing the who's who of South African mining to your presidential guest house on June 14. It was quite a spectacular sight. But it was disappointing that after the end of the day, you could not give anything but a draft. And you now say that draft on July 3 will be turned into a document. But my question to you is, will all the parties, and we know AMCU was at that gathering, will all the parties ratify that document?
Yeah, I can assure you that on the 3rd, all parties will sign off on the document. That is why we are following this meticulous process of ensuring that all parties, all stakeholders are comfortable with the formulations in the framework. So come the 3rd of July, all parties will be on board.
When will you get rid of migrant labor?
The migrant labor system, we've been in conversation with the mining houses. They are committing that, yes, indeed, the migrant labor system can be done away with. And they have to work out the shift arrangements such that, to give you an example, perhaps these migrant workers come onto the mine and work for 8 weeks and go back home for 2 weeks. And the mine will have to provide safe, comfortable transport to take them home and back on the mine, instead of giving them living out allowance. It will go a long way towards addressing and eliminating the social problems which are attendant to this system. Together with government, we'll then have to ensure that all amenities and social infrastructure is provided for in the labor forwarding areas. So together, if we will go and ensure that there is a clinic, there are schools, and so on. And that can be tackled by a concerted effort between government and the mining houses. So that's something that we think we can tackle right away. Of course, not all of the companies would be ready, but we want to steam ahead with those that are ready to get into such a partnership.